So it's been a while since I told a story, and a lot of that is because nothing lately has really happened that was story-worthy. But today something happened, and I feel like I need to share it. I think it's a good story. It's not going to be my typical funny or rage, goofy stories. It's a little different. But to begin the story, a month ago today, I lost my 2.5-year-old daughter. She passed away. And so today I went out to see her, and she always thought Captain America was a stud, so I'm wearing Captain America jacket and hat. And the jacket's really cool. It looks like his armor, and the hood turns into a mask. And it ended up turning into a pretty good thing. I think there was a reason behind it. So I had to leave Wyoming, go across the border to South Dakota just to get some groceries and some other stuff. And as I'm pulling off the interstate to go to KFC to get my wife and her friends some famous bowls, I see an old man with a cardboard sign that says, "Homeless, need help. God bless." And my wife and I, we help people in need as much as we can whenever we see them. In fact, a week and a half ago, we gave a guy on disability that was panhandling some money because he was just trying to make his rent off his disability, and it wasn't enough. So we gave him a little bit of cash, and so I had to do something for this guy. So when I go to get the famous bowls, I order an extra and a large water. And I have to go over the overpass to get to Walmart to do my grocery shopping, and so I just pull off to the side, and I put on my hood, so I have a mask on, so I look more like my daughter's stud, more like Captain America, save for a bearded, less fit version of Captain America. And I run across the street, and I give the man his food, and I ask him his story, and afterwards give him a little bit of cash, and he stands up and he shakes my hand, and I go back to my vehicle. And he gave me a little bit of a salute and said, "Thanks, Cap." And that was it for me. That's all I needed. I was being a hero for just a little bit. But I get to Walmart and I grab some groceries, and I'm in the electronics aisle just perusing, just looking at stuff, when a dad and his teenager, probably 16, 17, he's a high schooler, they walk by, and the teenager walks back and he's like, "Hey man, that was really cool." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "What you did for that homeless guy, I saw that was really cool." And I was like, "Hey, thanks." I didn't know he'd recognize me without my mask on, but he did. Well, that prompts somebody else to notice that apparently was in line or headed to Walmart, and this woman says, "Oh, it's Captain America." And I just heard it, and I was going to turn around and just kind of laugh it off, but I saw she had a little boy with her, probably 4 or 5 years old, and his eyes are huge. And he goes, "Cap, I didn't recognize you without your helmet on." And I said, "Well, I have to take it off sometimes just to try to blend in." And the little boy goes, "Why did you help that guy?" And I said, "Because he was in need." And I said, "And isn't that what heroes do? Help people in need?" And the mom was like, "Yeah, it is." And I said, "All it takes is just a few moments to show a little compassion, to show a little humanity to somebody, and you're a hero." And apparently the dad, who I didn't notice behind them, kind of chuckled, and he goes, "Heroes save lives, and I didn't see any bad guys around, did you?" And I was pretty pissed off at that comment, and apparently the little boy's mom was as well, and she was about to say something, but I looked down at the boy, who looked utterly confused, and I had an opportunity to be my daughter's stud, to be a hero. And so I told the little boy that being a hero doesn't always mean defending people against bad guys. Sometimes being a hero just means helping out somebody in need. And I said, if you can help somebody out when you see them in need, you're a hero too. And he looks up at his mom and he says, "Mom, he looked really cold. Can we get him a hat?" And the mom said, "Yeah, we can get him a hat." And the father was about to argue or, I don't know, say he wasn't going to buy it, she kind of glared at him and she said, yeah, we can get him a hat. And I just dropped down and shook the little boy's hand and said, today you're going to be a hero. And I walked off. And I made one more stop just before I got to my exit at the overpass again to get a cheeseburger because I hadn't eaten today. And I just was lucky enough that when I was getting back to the overpass to exit, I looked across the way and saw the little boy carrying a hat with his mom and his dad to the homeless man. And that's really the end of the story. It's just a happy ending. It's not me getting mad at somebody again and talking about dumb people at Walmart. Today, this story is about being a hero and showing humanity to somebody. Our world would be a lot better place if we could just take 5-10 minutes out of the day to be a hero to somebody, to help somebody in need, to listen to somebody that's going through problems or issues or feeling pain. It doesn't take much to be a hero. And that's what I learned today, and that's why I felt like it was a story worth sharing. And that's all I got. Deuces.